The next chapter of Pope Francis's story has people all over the world reaching for tissues. You won't believe what happened when investigative journalist Maria Leavitt sat down with sources close to him. It all began last month when Maria got an anonymous information that alluded to a long-running, covert medical issue the Pope has been dealing with. Armed just with her recorder and a strong regard for the Pope, she followed the trail of rumors through the Vatican's halls of power. Intrigued, Maria made her first discovery when she discovered records that revealed Pope Francis had a number of minimally invasive procedures that were passed off as regular examinations. At a private clinic in Rome, the surgeries were carried out in secret to treat a persistent cardiac problem that the general public was unaware of. Tight confidentiality agreements swore silence even among close aides. Maria's sources claim that the Pope's moral fortitude was evident in every setback, as he insisted on carrying on with his packed schedule of audiences, homilies, and international travels without allowing anybody to witness his suffering. Maria inquired deeper and discovered that last year was the height of the Pope's health issues. He passed out in the middle of a sermon in St. Peter's Square in the early fall. The incident was captured on camera, an abrupt bend at the knees, an arm lifted for support, and assistants' hands escorting him into an ambulance. The Vatican first referred to it as fatigue, but Maria's interviews with attending physicians showed that his personal medical team's prompt intervention narrowly prevented a cardiac attack. Maria was particularly moved by the Pope's tears when he knew his secret was out. According to sources, he cried for mankind rather than for himself, because he understood that a leader's weakness may either strengthen or weaken the faith of millions of people. He said to his trusted confidant in a private talk, "Perhaps people will feel less alone in their own struggles if they see that I am human." There was more to Maria's report. As she put together treatment schedules, she learned that Pope Francis had written letters to sick and suffering individuals all across the world during his recuperation intervals. He said, "In your pain, I walk with you, and in my weakness, I find your strength," in a handwritten note to a young Buenos Aires cancer patient. Only the receivers and their families have seen those letters, but they have inspired tears and hopeful testimony from all around the world. Pope Francis declined to postpone his scheduled trip to Africa earlier this year, despite the seriousness of his condition. Rather, he cut the journey short by one day and included rest periods for meditation in his schedule. As word spread on social media about his actual health, tributes began to pour in, with everyone from heads of state to street preachers sending prayers and messages of support. Both appreciation and criticism were directed at Maria's choice to publish the story. Some said that it infringed on the Pope's privacy, while others saw it as evidence of his unafraid candor. Pope Francis addressed the topic head-on in her exclusive interview with Maria, saying tactfully, "I asked for discretion, but I did not ask for silence. Let my journey serve as a reminder to all of us that even the strongest among us require kindness, care, and compassion from others." His words struck a chord with millions of people, inspiring a flood of letters and videos from regular people who found courage in the Pope's candor and expressed their own hidden struggles. What follows will genuinely move everyone to tears. Following his lead, churches all across the world are holding heart-to-heart vigils, where members light candles and tell their own tales of adversity and recovery. In an effort to support international health charities, the Vatican will publish a compilation of Pope Francis's private correspondence next month, a worldwide movement of compassion, unity, and rediscovered trust in the strength of vulnerability has been sparked by Maria's epiphany. If this story touched you, here are some ways you can join the compassion wave. Write a letter to someone going through a difficult time or look for a local support group. Use the hashtag #heart-to-heart to share your personal story, and think about making a donation to a reputable organization that offers emotional or medical support. For more thorough updates on Pope Francis's journey and the worldwide effects of his brave honesty, don't forget to subscribe.